is up. I know it's hard to stop conversation, but again, hopefully you got a flavor of how it works. Again, you could do this with, and I say even if you bring parents in, right? This would be good to actually have parents read parts of the intro without having to read the whole intro. It makes it, and then you get some good conversations happening. These are just ideas of what you can do with paragraphs, right? Because when somebody says, oh yeah, I read it, and you're like, okay, you read it, but did you really understand what it was saying? Have you internalized it? Have you talked about it with a colleague? This allows for some of those conversations to be had. Okay. Next up, I got to go back to my slideshow. We are next. This is an awesome slide. I was like, amazing how it was done. I gotta say that.
So we really want to know what types of learning experiences can support all these changing expectations. We want to make the content standards really accessible to all students. We can use the tasks, and so we want students to be able to come in whether they're deficient or whether they are surpassing where they're supposed to be. And so we need a low floor and a high ceiling. And you're going to engage in a task that comes from Joe Bowler and U Cubed today. That will have a low floor and a high ceiling. All right. So on your table, you should see a sheet that has these three shapes on it. And I want you to look at these, so everybody should have one for themselves. I want you to look at these cases and think about how the shapes are growing. And I want you to write down your description of how the shapes are growing. And you have 3 minutes for that. Independently write down what you think. What you think.
We don't have 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
We don't have 3 minutes.
All right, well then 2 minutes plus 1.
Yeah, Mindy, just hold your hand up.
If you need a sheet and you don't have one, just raise your hand. We have people walking around with the sheets. Am I screaming? Oh. That's all right.
We'll put the timer on.
I can